All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope you guys are having a great Monday night. Like I always say, man, I say it every time. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button if you like this type of content. At least give your boy a thumbs up, man. Also, continue to hit me up on my social media, man. I put the link down below for all my social media, my merch. So check that out, man. And like I always say, man, it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't be able to do this and I wouldn't be having this much fun. So I thank you guys so much for just your support of this channel, helping my growth of the channel, man. I couldn't say thank you enough. You guys never know how important that is. I can't put in words how fun this has been for me. All right, so the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Miami Heat. Also in this video, I'm gonna try to slow it because sometimes I get animated, I get talking fast, guys. So I'm gonna try to slow it down a little bit. Okay, so first, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks just got out of a series. I think they literally had maybe a day off and came right back to playing in this series against the Miami Heat. But I didn't see any rust. I didn't see nothing that I thought they got better. I thought they was actually getting in sync because Middleton had been a little off coming out that Magic series. But he came out, he got it going good. I think he ended with like 27 points tonight. Giannis did his thing. Brook Lopez, and that's something I don't think the Miami Heat accounted for Brook Lopez at first. Because you don't know, their big guys are so big, right? Like you got both of the Lopez brothers, even though the other Lopez don't play that much. You got both of the Lopez brothers. You got Giannis, who's a big guy himself. And then you got Chris Middleton, who is a pretty long guy himself. So what you don't account for is Brook Lopez having like a first quarter that he had. And I think that Miami kind of got caught off guard by his play. Not that, Brook Lopez is to be underestimated. You got to, first of all, give him credit for evolving his game. I think he's the perfect example of a player that came in the league playing one way. Now he's a legitimate three-point scorer, as well as someone that could back it down. I think going forward, they may have to do more. They have to do more posts with him because of his length, and I think that's probably the one area they got a little advantage. They got that advantage over everybody except maybe the Lakers because the Lakers height. But for the most part, they got that advantage over nearly everybody. But they came out. I didn't see any. It wasn't like they were fatigued or nothing. They just came out. They played. They got in turnover trouble early, and I think with the turnovers, it kind of threw them off rhythm. And the one thing, if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, the one thing you're gonna write down is you want to jump on Miami early. You want to jump on Miami early and stay on them. Because let me tell you something about the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat, they live for those close games, those scrappy games. You got to look at their leader. He loves that kind of stuff. He relish in the, for lack of better terms, in the mud. And what I mean by that is he relish when he's gritty, when he's grimy. That's his game. So if you're Milwaukee going forward, you're going to want to get up on them early and stay up on them. Because if that game is close, they play more into their favor. But overall, I thought they played well. You know how you can be like, that was an off game, the shot wasn't going, or this or that. That wasn't the case this time. It's literally they played well. They just got outplayed. Minus the turn, I think the turnover was an issue. But other than that, the Miami Heat. Coming into this series, I didn't do a preview of this one because I really didn't know who I had in this one, man. This is going to be one of the best series of these playoffs. And first of all, let's talk about Erik Spoelstra. Now, Erik Spoelstra is a coach that I think you're not just going to say he was good with LeBron. He was good with the super team. He's not one of those guys. He's showing his ability to be a great coach outside of that. See, the original thing after LeBron left and the big three or whatever broke up, you're like, okay, anybody could have coached that. But then you look at his teams and you look at how hard he's playing. He got these guys playing, how they buying into his system. Eric Spoelstra, first of all, deserves credit because he's a great coach, not just a good coach with great players. I'm not throwing shade on anybody. I'm just saying the guy's a great coach. So that's first of all. Second of all, look at the young core that they have. Like, this is the thing. Excuse me. They don't get the publicity that a lot of these teams get. But that core they have there strong. Like, and that's a core. Bam, who somebody said that he got robbed for the most improved player from Brandon Ingram. Hey, I had it as a toss up. Either one, could have got that. But I wasn't mad about Ingram getting it. But Bam could have got it as well because to me he flew on the scene this year. He flew on the scene this year. But what I will say is, you look at that young core, man. You look at Dragic, you look at Hero, you look at Bam. I mean, and then who would you want better to usher in a young core like that than Jimmy Butler? That's what he wants. Jimmy Butler is where he want to be. And then you add the veteran presence of an Andre Iguodala, and there's no wonder why this team is by many predictions is going to be the team that may win this series. They may be the one to put the Milwaukee Bucks out because they got the perfect mix of young and older. Jimmy Butler, yeah, he's a vet. Andre Iguodala is a vet, but you got also these young players that come out and they're buying into what Jimmy Butler is spewing out. Let me tell you, Jimmy Butler is one of those players that he either the perfect person for your team or the worst person for your team. It ain't no in between with that guy. If your team is about working hard, grinding hard, practicing hard, everything is hard. Everything is tough. That's Jimmy Butler. That's the perfect team. Now, if you just want to get by, ain't throwing on shit. But if you just want to, play around, lollygag, Jimmy Butler's the worst person for that team. And we've seen both ends of that spectrum. So, Jimmy Butler, and let's talk about Jimmy Butler and his efficiency. He had 34 points on 19 shots. It's not like this guy was jacking up 20, 30 shots to get that. That was great. That was efficient. And then, but I actually thought he left points on the board too, because it was some times I was like, and again, I keep talking about this, bothers me, but hey, that's my little gripes, right? I love the NBA. Is just make the layup, but he'll dish it out to the three. They hit him, they don't sometimes, but so he left some points, but his team has bought into him. He's bought into the team, and he's trying to set guys up. But then when down that stretch, when you need it, he was like, boom, I can turn this on. Hey, this is gonna be good one, man. This is gonna be a good series right here, guys. Man, Milwaukee ain't gonna take this laying down. They're gonna come right back to fight again. They're gonna come right back, and but the Heat and Jimmy Butler being led by Jimmy Butler, they love that. They relishing in that kind of stuff. So they relishing in the challenge. So with that being said, guys, that's my take, man. Miami's up 1-0 over the Milwaukee Bucks going into the series. So with that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Congratulations to the Miami Heat. Y'all got the 1-0. It's getting good, guys.